Some people think that faith and disability don't mix well. Is this right, or do they go hand in hand? Stay tuned and find out what I think. Here at Disability Awareness, we try to help people with disabilities to stay positive and be contributors to society. Today we have a question from one of our subscribers. JJ Bazil asked, how does your faith affect your view of your disability? This is a really interesting question. Before I talk about what I believe in, let's talk about what some people around the world think. A large majority of people believe that their disability is a bad sign that God is mad with them or their parents. With this thinking, people don't want to be associated with a person with a disability. Like in Africa, there are places which are known as pray camps. Actually, these places are like death camps. Families take their loved one to a camp to be healed. To send the person to a camp costs big money, and the family think they are doing a noble thing, but it is not. If you want to learn about these camps, I have a link to my video up here somewhere. This is not what I believe in naturally. I am a Catholic, and this is what I believe in. God loves me very much. He gives us free will to do what we want. My cerebral palsy was not caused by my parents' fault. It just happened. Jesus tells us to take up our cross and follow him. Each one of us is a unique cross to carry. My cross is my cerebral palsy. My cerebral palsy is not like another person. I don't have heel pain like Lisa does. She can talk and I can't. What is so awesome about the Catholic Church is that there were people here on earth living their lives the best they could and now are living with God. This group of people who are in heaven with God are known as saints. For me, if I have a rough day, I can ask a saint to ask God to help me. Let's take this for an example. When you were a kid and saw a bike that you wanted, you know that your dad would say no to you, but you know if you ask your mom first, she could talk to dad. She might convince him to buy the bike for you. He could still say no. This is why we can ask the saints for help. It is the same thing with Jesus' mother Mary. I ask her for help all the time. With that being said, I have a crowd in heaven cheering for me and you to win the fight. Do I have a hard day? Of course I do. God says the race is hard, but you have to keep trying your best. Some days I want to yell enough is enough. God might say okay and help me. Some people say they are saved and will get to heaven. For Catholics, we don't know if we will get to heaven until we die. If you think about it, it makes sense, because if you know you have a free ticket to heaven, why would you keep trying to do your best in life? For me, I want to win the race, but I do really struggle with things. I have temptations like everybody else does. Is it hard? Damn right it is. I am a human being like you. I have the wants like a regular guy has. Having cerebral palsy does not stop the desires that a guy has. The desires might be harder since you don't have the opportunities as others have. Faith and praying keep me fighting. So that is how I keep the faith with cerebral palsy.